Good morning. Welcome back to another tier list with G2 Jake and your boy Philly Phil, Whizzle Toilet Circle, aka the Keeper of Sheep. Yeah. So before before we hop into this,
I don't even know about all that one.
the first episode, if we have to do too much research, that makes it not fun for us, so we're not going to do it. So what we did last episode was we just typed in most popular yo-yos in the year 2010, and we went over whatever ChatGPT gave us. This time we took a ChatGPT, asked it for the first yo-yo release from popular yo-yo brands. So we didn't necessarily specifically pick these brands. I tried to double check some of them to make sure that they were the actual first yo-yo. The Duncan was a bit off, possibly, and maybe that picture for the Fast 201 Yo-Yo Factory, but we'll get into it. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, okay? And pretend you're in the room with us. It's not to get you mad at us, okay?
Make your own
Yep.
tier list along with us.
Anything else?
I don't know.
No?
The views expressed in this tier list are solely that of the makers.
Solely of the speaker at that time,
Yeah, subject to change.
quickly and rapidly. All right, number one on the list.
What do we
First
got here?
yo-yo from General Yo, the Torrent. Do you want to open up the floor?
I've never tried it, never seen one in real life. I don't think I've ever played any general Yos, to be honest. So I'm gonna defer to you on this one.
So I have thrown this for at a club a second. I want to say it's a fine first yo-yo. It's not really what made them popular. Um, I believe that started to get into like the hat trick area was really when they started to get popular, and then their calling card for a while was USA made, and then somewhere along the line it just switched. And now they're mostly doing remakes of their old stuff. I like a lot of their badass engravings. If you've seen those, it's like a skull Santa.
Yeah.
But specifically the Torrent, I think you're talking about a good legacy brand in the early 2010s, but overall first yo-yo, I think it was just fine. I probably would go B tier.
So yeah, I just looked it up. I mean, it looks cool. It does remind me of that early 2010s like vibe, which I think is pretty cool. I think probably need to like, are we just talking about um the that yo-yo specifically, or like its impact on the brand being the first model,
I
or like
think
what
there's
we,
some impact on the brand, right? Because if your first yo-yo sucks, there's an impact, and if your first yo-yo is great, there's a huge impact. So I think there's a little bit of both for sure.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with
I
that
also think I
statement, and then
do.
also with the B ranking.
Okay, I'm good with B, but I also do think that I do like to a shade down that. I have a hard time, and this will be a little bit different, I think, because there's definitely some S's on here, but I had a hard time giving out S's in our first tier rankings, but maybe I rank a little harsh. Old school scale, like 93 and up is an A, none of this 90 and up, or even I've seen like some schools it's even getting worse, and then you're not even allowed to say like A. It's like what'd they switch to for a little bit? Satisfactory, outstanding.
Exceeds expectations.
Yeah, exceeds expectations. You got 75%. Great job.
Yeah, so what's the expectation then?
So the first yo-yo expectation is probably a B, and I think that met expectations. Could even have surprised them. I do like that numbering on there. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
something I like kind of about that ugly old engraving with the numbers. That didn't matter at the time, but there was something to be said about engraving the number of yo-yos on your yo-yo.
Yeah. Well, it gives you that like limited edition vibe, which is cool.
Sometimes, like how it's so interesting that aspect of limited edition because some brands make 50 and that'll be their limited edition is 50 and then somebody else will make 5 and that's their limited edition.
Yeah, I
So
guess it
it doesn't
depends
really
on
correlate.
the scale. Whenever I see like a numbered yo-yo, I think of like the titanium one drops from back in the day, or
Yeah.
like the Walters or whatever they were,
I definitely think yeah, the numbered one drops.
like
Um
the Sovereign or the Citizen, whatever it
yeah, I
was.
think both of them were probably numbered, which is was cool. Yeah, we're B. We're moving on. Favorite yo-yo from One Drop, I'm gonna say off the top of my head, um, I do
Where?
like my hat trick.
Oh, favorite from Genrio?
Yeah, what did I say? One Drop?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Just of the brand, we're doing the first yo-yo.
first, and then we'll just say our favorites.
Hmm.
I always wanted a mini star back in the day. Don't know why, but
If you haven't played a lot, that's fine. Move on. You
all
don't have
right,
a favorite, it's okay.
next is the SFSF.
Yeah, SFSF. This yo-yo, its legacy, I think, outweighs the actual yo-yo.
I would agree with that.
It
Um,
a no-name yo-yo dropped out of nowhere with no real promotion outside of, for the most part, like Reddit and some strategic marketing.
Word of
Price
mouth
point was
hype.
right, and that was about it, right?
Yeah.
There was no, this is the world champion yo-yo. This is this player's yo-yo. This is from the minds of these two people or these owners or, nothing about where it came from. It just said like, this is a yo-yo by players for the players, $35 or whatever it was, $50. Um,
Yeah, I mean, Worlds 2016, this was like the hype thing.
yeah.
That was like right when it was coming out, and it just spawned like crazy hype around SF. Um,
Now,
the
when you go back
yo-yo
to SF,
itself wasn't my favorite model from them, but it was a good yo-yo.
when you think SF now, do you think of the SF or do you think of like the cadence, the movement, the bliss?
I think of the movement slash statement, and the bliss.
Okay. I think I'm going A then overall for this.
Yeah, just because of like the hype that it built.
It's hard to do. It could like hype lore, origin stories, it is S tier. Yo-Yo itself, I think, brings it down to A tier.
That's valid.
Thoughts, concerns?
No, I would agree with that.
Okay. The Wild by Wild. Oh, actually, your favorite SF yo-yo.
Either bliss or movement. Probably
Yeah, I
bliss.
think I
The
think
white with rainbow rims.
I don't know.
Did I
There's a
lose
few
you?
of them I like. I would just say 36 was my least liked, so I'm gonna go least favorite to 36.
That's that's a snub. The 36 was good.
It wasn't for me.
Fair enough.
Wild Wild. New brand, probably the newest brand, got to be the newest brand on this list. Yeah. Um, Yo-Yo by itself, probably the best first yo-yo on this list too. And that could speak to it being modern day. Have you played one?
No, I don't know a lot about this brand other
This is
than
like a,
they're
a
like
new brand from like
the
a
hype right
Chinese
now.
national champ, and um, they they did a bunch of wider yo-yos right off the rip. So like they hopped right into the wide craze. Um, craze or whatever. That's just, current. modern competitive yo-yoing. And clean colorways, clean engravings if they have it. Overall, good first yo-yo, like really good first yo-yo, and it's leading into, it's hard to say longevity of the brand right now, but has some pub. It's kind of, I would put it, it's kind of how SF started out, very hot.
I would agree with that. It's a very hyped brand right now, especially in the competition scene and with their pickup of some of their team members right now.
Okay, so first yo-yo for this brand, I'm gonna give it an A. The
Is
well,
this?
favorite yo-yo from them. I haven't played a whole lot of theirs. I think I liked the Wilderness.
I
I
haven't
don't know.
played any of them, so just based on looks, that one would be my favorite.
Yeah, I mean the blue on blue is clean. It's that's a good colorway right there.
Mhm.
But all right, next up, the
Recess
Recess
Weekend.
Weekend. Little
The
controversy here. You thought you had the Joyride for the first, and I was looking up on Google, and they're like it was the first base. I'm pretty sure the Weekend came out first. I'm pretty sure this is like the Space Cowboy from YoYoFactory, which was
mhm.
Tyler's yo-yo, and I think this was one of the first designs he took over. One of his, I don't know how the logistics work of his signature yo-yos with YoYoFactory, but his first yo-yo, I think it's the Space Cowboy. No, it's not a Space Cowboy, but it looks very close. Um, Plays fine.
This one specifically that we used the picture of with the
It's the
Bart
best art.
skateboard
The Bart
engraving is
art.
so sick. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of there with the SFSF. Like it is not the greatest like yo-yo itself, but that one specifically and like it spawning recess as like a thing is a pretty good origin story, in my opinion.
I love the name. The
Weekend or
yo-yo,
recess?
both. Um, I mean, Recess might be the best brand of yo-yo like that you can brand around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to say it, but like
Yep.
if you're gonna name like names of yo-yo companies, Recess is probably number one. Like if we're gonna
S
tier
tier.
list that, yeah, Recess is probably the best. Uh,
Brand names. Next week, brand names.
well, I think most of them are like D tier. They all kind of suck. Um, so it says ChatGPT could be right, could be wrong. Wasn't a total from scratch design. Um, Based on his supernova shape. So good yo-yo. I think the first base, their next yo-yo, the plastic mass produced, is what kind of propelled Recess to where they're at, or what they are, or like it
Mhm.
speaks to their brand image. I mean, not that Weekend didn't, but I kind of think that it was a good starting point to get them rolling until what became the rest of their items, kind of like General Yo. So for me, I'm
Mhm.
going B tier.
Okay.
Like if you're talking Recess, you don't really think Weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you think first base, but it's probably because that's like such a big thing now, the first base. Like it's so
Yeah.
widespread.
And you thought Joyride. I don't know if you looked it up or thought that.
I was looking on Yo-Yo Wiki and at the brand page, and then that's what it like said was the first model,
Okay.
which, it's Yo-Yo Wiki, so it's got to be right.
We're not responsible for the fact checking. We don't have a Jamie. That's on Walk the Dog. All right. So
Favorite
your favorite
recess?
yo-yo from Recess? I'm gonna go first base.
So either the first base or I really liked the charm. It was I don't know if you know that one. It's a bimetal signature for my boy Zaf.
I don't know Zaf or the Charm. Is that what's his real name?
Efren.
I don't know. I am
He
illiterate
he
in
used
this
to live
space.
near me. Now he I think lives in Florida, but he was a couple time Malaysia national champion.
Nice. My favorite first base. Often people ask what to get a kid, and I just lead them towards the first base, or what
Yeah.
should be a first yo-yo, beginner yo-yo, first.
Those there's a few really good first base versions. Like the Dino Egg ones are sweet, and then that like skeleton Mickey Mouse hand middle finger one is cool. I had a red one and I had a clear one. And I think I like gave them to beginners who were
I
just
like the
starting.
baseball one just because I like baseball and first base, and
Yeah.
Um, moving along to the yo-yo friends, Hummingbird.
I have not tried this one. I wanted to back when they first came out, and then I kind of forgot it was a thing. And they've since moved on to
I
other
would
models.
say outside of this is like your like I don't know what year they started making yo-yos, but this was a very good yo-yo. Now, um, whatever you think about the ethics of a manufacturer turning into create a competitor brand, so they had experience making yo-yos before they made the Hummingbird, and the Hummingbird is probably my favorite yo-yo friend yo-yo. Now, it's not going to be for this day and age. It's not wide, but it was often compared to the Banshee SS, kind of fit that category. So this is definitely in that wild category of a very, very good first yo-yo to me. And I think the Hummingbird, though, still holds presence overall for like if people say yo-yo friends, I think people still think Hummingbird.
Mhm. I
And
think
then
so.
that cut series of they have everything cut, paper cut, hyper cut, cross cut,
Oh, that's them.
something else cut. I don't know. Everything cut.
Well, they also had like a bunch of bird models too, because there
Yeah,
was like
those
the
kind of died.
magpie,
Those did not live. Like they were a drop and then forgotten about.
the Titanic,
No,
iceberg.
no,
Not them.
no. That's IOYO.
But I thought, and I could be just wildly incorrect. I thought the iceberg was Yo-Yo Friends and I-Yo-Yo.
I don't think so.
I could be just making stuff up.
I
I've been
think you're.
known to do
I'm gonna
that.
say I'm gonna fact check. You're making stuff up without fact checking. So
All
this could be
right,
my
so
first one for S.
S tier.
How much? How? You have not played one. What have you heard? So this is going to be the
Just a
deciding
good
factor.
yo-yo.
Yeah, what have you heard about the Hummingbird outside of this video?
That is just like a good yo-yo, a good like competition-oriented yo-yo.
All right, it's going A. If you would have been like, people are like, yeah, Hummingbird was sweet, but that would have talked me over the edge there.
Well, I'm not putting it in the S tier because I'm putting a couple of these other ones in the S tier. And the hummingbird to me is like not on the same level.
Okay. Fireball. This is one of the ones I don't actually know if this was the first Yomega, but multiple sources said it was. If did you have a Fireball?
Yeah.
If you
What?
didn't
I
have
feel
a
like I've had
Fireball, I
like
was about
10.
ready to end the pod right now, the tier list. Fireball, this is a different era of yo-yo, right? This is not ball bearing. It's got, well, no, it's transaxle, right? Transaxle.
Transaction.
Um, just basically a little plastic axle in there, and you're a looping machine, but then you're also trying to do rock the baby. How many times can you do? Um, extra
Yeah.
comfortable.
Jamaican flag.
It's like in reality, the other yo-yo that you're getting at the KB Toys is like the Duncan Butterfly and Imperial, and the Fireball is a million times better. Um, for what the Fireball is, first yo-yo, legacy built a brand that somehow is still hanging on today without having made a decent yo-yo in 20 years. The Fireball is an S tier for me.
Yup. It's gotta be.
I'm glad we agreed on that.
It's like it's just one of those ones. Like, I mean, this yo-yo's been out for like 40 years and it's still like in production. It's still, I mean, lots of people are buying them every year. Yeah, it's
I mean,
got to
I
be an
want
S
one
tier.
right now just to give my kid. So S tier.
But in terms of fireballs, where would you rank the Yomega Fireball on the tier list with those red candies and Fireball whiskey?
In Mario Fireballs.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, give me the Mario Fireballs one, the Fireball Yo-Yo two.
Yeah, it's close though. Those red candies are absolute D tier.
I think there's a chance that when you came to my house to assemble the OC, there was a whole thing of Fireballs in my office.
Those little ones?
The candies, yeah, the red candy, individual wrapper.
Yeah.
Why did those disappear? That was a good candy.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. I liked them.
I would take a lemon head over a Fireball.
Well, I don't think they're comparable. You're not getting a single lemon head. You get a whole box of lemon heads.
They make them
You
single
compare it to
wrapped.
like, are you going to go restaurant mint or a Fireball?
Restaurant mint,
Okay.
100 times out of 100.
Yeah, give me the Fireball. And then Fireball cinnamon whiskey. What's wrong with a shooter on the golf course?
Nothing's wrong with it.
It's like a delicious dessert.
It'll warm you up. Cold day, you're at the football game, a
Yeah.
little bit of Fireball, warm you
Listen,
up.
and nothing with the name Fireball should be below a B tier.
So I feel like at some point in my life, Fireball whiskey started to seem very syrupy and sweet. I don't know if they changed the recipe or my taste buds changed because I drank a lot of Fireball, but
I
now it
think
just
that
seems very syrupy and sweet.
I think what happened was when you started it, oh, unless they changed the proof, but I think what happened was when you had Fireball the first time, it was like when your entry into alcohol, so it burnt. And then once you had over the years acquired like some normal whiskey or bourbon or whatever, and then you go back to the Fireball, you're like, oh wow, this is like, yeah, like you said, syrupy.
Yeah.
And I also think Fireball is only like
Well,
what?
they sell it at like gas
It's
stations
like a
and
low
stuff now,
proof too,
so.
so it's yeah, it's got a lot of sugar in it.
Anyways, derailed us on a tangent there.
Yeah,
Favorite
favorite
Yomega?
Yomega Yo-Yo.
The Yomega Hot Shot.
I didn't think you were going there, and clearly not a
No,
choice,
I
but
said the wrong name. Damn it, I don't remember what it was called.
the Exodus.
I did have an Exodus too, that one with the rubber rings.
I mean, I don't give me the X-Brain and
I
get
never
the
had one of those.
Pokemon thing from, well, not the Pokemon thing, but the colored case from McDonald's.
No, I did mean the Yomega Hot Shot.
Yeah, you were wrong, and it's okay. We'll move on. I'm going brain, X-Brain.
Yomega Hot Shot was my first like bearing yo-yo. So it holds
Yeah,
a
I
special
didn't.
place in my heart. It was
I
clear
haven't.
with like greenish weight
I'm gonna.
rings inside.
I'm gonna take this all back, and we're just gonna give a shout out to our homie Dan Dietz in the
Bandites.
favorite. I haven't played one, the Omega Prodigy. Maybe I did play one, but that's our favorite Omega Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Did you
And
like the
player.
Fireball or the Firestorm better?
I never tried a Firestorm. Tried
Next
Radiance.
yo-yo on our list, the Duncan O D Boy or O Boy.
Imperial.
This is like I don't know. This was popping up as like their first named yo-yo. It's like an Imperial. Okay, so
I actually might have this on my shelf
there's
right
no
now,
way
actually.
that thing's from 1937. If yours is not an Imperial, I will be shocked. It's going to be a tournament Duncan Imperial.
Yep.
Tournament Imperial?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. All right.
I'm trash.
Anyways,
I'm washed up.
so the Imperial, um, I don't know. Longevity, it's got to be an S, right? If the butterfly was first, it would definitely be an S because it's the better version of the Imperial, but not their first yo-yo. But Duncan has built an entire empire on this backs of this yo-yo.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to only be able to choose one S tier, it would be this.
It would not be this, but that's fine. I'll go S with this. Longevity alone speaks volumes. All right. For favorite Duncan. Ooh,
Mm.
definitely not the Raptor. And I'm kind of annoyed they use that name.
I feel like maybe like the
I
Orbital
got mine.
GTX.
I'm gonna go the original Barracuda.
I see. I never tried one of those.
Janos alone should make you a fan of that.
Janos is a beast.
Janos, what? How do you say his name?
Janos, I think.
Yeah, Janos. Like I said.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my favorite Duncan.
valid. Yeah, mine might be the Orbital GTX
Okay, fine, yo-yo.
or the Freehand Zero.
Ah, don't get those freehand people involved again.
Yeah, where's my at?
All right, Fast 201 from Yo-Yo Factory.
So I've never played this, and if you just said like YoYoFactory Fast 201, like I know what it looks like, I would not have known that this was their first yo-yo.
Um, I
I would
was
have
thinking
thought
about this.
maybe their second and a Fast 101 would have been the first, but
Um this I think had came out with their challenge. Have you ever heard of the Fast Challenge?
yes.
So it was a way to introduce like new tricks to new players. So this whole yo-yo was designed around this challenge. Like phenomenal marketing campaign for your first yo-yo, right?
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Factory, what they had been in the game elsewhere before they made their brand. So it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, like having a full trick set list for your yo-yo to get people involved, very smart. Like, yes. Um, longevity of the yo-yo though, zero. Nobody's ever like, oh, the Fast 201, but it's kind of like the Imperial, but it doesn't have the legacy of the Imperial or the Fireball, right?
But it spawned Yo-Yo Factory, and they're like a behemoth in the game.
They probably sell the most units. Well, maybe not units total, but probably the most revenue because more higher end yo-yos than the number of Imperials that Duncan's selling.
Yeah, that's true.
So, do the yo-yo itself is probably the worst one on the list. Um, but it has the cool story.
With the challenge,
Yeah. Um, so what are you thinking?
I lean towards S because of like the challenge aspect and what it spawned, but I've never played the yo-yo itself, so I don't know how much the overall quality of the yo-yo detracts from it. But then again, it was like, when did that come out? Like 99 or something?
But this 201, maybe 2001, but this is this like you also have to like the yo-yo has to be incorporated here, which we kind of left out a little bit for the other two S tiers, but they when they were built, I guess they fit the bill. This also probably fit the bill for 2001. But no, because there's ball bearings and a silver bullet too and some usable yo-yos in 2000. So yo-yo, it's like I was having a hard time talking myself into B, and you're trying to talk me into S.
You were trying to talk yourself into B, meaning you'd put this
I thought this might be the
firmly
worst on the
below
list.
the torrent.
Like it has the coolest idea with it, but the worst yo-yo. So I mean, you want to find me somewhere between A and B?
I would put it A.
Because the best thing about this yo-yo is the challenge that came with it, right?
Right. And then like it being the launch pad of what Yo-Yo Factory became.
I'm in for that. All
Favorite
right.
Yo-Yo Factory model?
Oh, favorite yo-yo factory. Probably the Genesis.
Oh yeah, I should have known that was coming. Mine would be the G5 Plus
With
with
the
the red one with the Yo-Yo Nation star on it.
and
That's
then
the
like
one
the
I had.
big old hub stacks,
Well, I didn't have the colored ones, the Z stacks. I just had the normal, but
even lamer.
gotta get what you can get on the Yo-Yo Factory or the Yo-Yo Expert BST in 2012.
All right, Spy Radian. This yo-yo, not one that is really talked about in spy folklore, right? Um, it kind of fits the torrent build, and I don't have a lot to say other than it invented the spy spike, so I'm going solid B.
I would agree with B. I've never tried the yo-yo. I looked at this shape briefly before this. Looks how I would expect. And then like Spy has been out of the game for a few years now, so they didn't quite have the like run that General Yo or Recess is having or
Well, I
so
definitely
yeah.
think that if Spy wanted to, they could be selling yo-yos like General Yo does right now.
Like revisits of their old ones.
Revisits and slow, just drop them on Yo-Yo Expert. Um, not anything else like really behind it.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm pretty sure that Steve just went and focused on other endeavors.
Spy
But I,
Steve.
I mean, you could put that next to the torrent, and it could be kind of the same, right?
I haven't been like putting these in order within the tier.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just saying if you put them side by side, you could like they're kind of like the
Yeah, I
same
forgot.
idea, same yo-yo, same engravings. All right. Look at this guy. Oh, favorite spy. Um, the Pure was very cool. Like, and you could drop a Pure right
Yeah, I
now
forgot
today,
about the tier.
and people would be hype.
John Rob's signature.
Um, but I'm gonna go Encore. Or not Encore, Punchline.
I'd say pure.
You're going Pure?
The white with gold was so clean.
It was. And like you could like that, like there's like a white and gold relic would be like my throwback to the Spy Pure
Not a bad
whenever I
look.
finalize the relic. All right. Next up, we have the Monkey Finger Evil Yo. Now, to lead things off here, we did say that, our opinions could change. And there was a point in time that I said the Evil Yo was a good yo-yo because I was trying to see if I could get free yo-yos from said yo-yo designer. Anybody that wanted to send me free yo-yos for making YouTube content, I was interested. Um, the one thing that I did say originally about that yo-yo still holds true is that it does finger grind very well in that catch zone.
I could see that.
Um, it holds true to what monkey finger is, though. Look at that thing. Not normal yo-yo shapes, not like cohesive coloring scheme, anodizing. Cohesive, not the right word, but I don't know if you know what like
Yeah.
the color theory does not match my color theory.
hmm
Um, I think that like people would still know the evil yo though because it was so odd of a shape.
it does have a very unique shape. And when you look at a monkey finger, they do have like a signature ano style. Like you can
Yeah,
um
you can usually tell it Ray's anodizing.
yeah. And they do have like a very dedicated fan base.
That doesn't have anything to do with this yo-yo.
So, well, it spawned the Monkey Finger brand, which cultivated that following.
I think the COVID stimulus money created that boom. I don't think
Yeah,
it has to
naturally.
do with the evil yo. I think the
Um,
evil yo became popular in those collectors' collections after the stimulus money.
I don't even know a lot of Monkey Finger models, to be honest.
Let me think. They have most of them are like monkey names. Apex, Caesar. That was Chris Allen from Dr. Yo-Yo. No, what was that Yo-Yo News site before Yo-Yo News? I'm pretty
I
sure it's
don't.
Chris Allen, his signature. But that the Caesar is kind of like a round, like a softer, it's like a VH. I hate using letters to describe shapes, but it's kind of Banshee-ish shape.
The Gelada,
Gelada was a nice yo-yo, actually. It's like a nice organic, not monkey named, but yeah.
Too Evil.
See, that's like if you're spawning a second yo-yo off your first yo-yo, maybe there's
See,
something to be said there. What are you thinking right now?
I would put it in B.
You're thinking B?
Where were you thinking?
I am trying to decide how much of like so Monkey Finger to be able to make it from 2010 to now is like a feat, right? And we're saying legacy spawning from an original yo-yo has something to do, so I could go B there. Favorite Monkey Finger yo-yo? I'm going, what did you say, Gelada? Yeah, that's the one.
I've never played a Monkey Finger yo-yo. I can't I can't picture the shape of any of them.
Gelada's just organic. The rest of them, the meme is that they have like a crown molding shape. Like if you take a crown molding and
Yeah.
make it circular, that's your half of your yo-yo.
I could see that just looking at the
Like, look at that
profile of
one.
this one.
Yeah.
That's what my molding looks like.
Um,
Okay, I'll go gelada.
yeah, most of them have like a unique machine cut somewhere in it that just make it
Okay.
different, and then it has its own niche in the yo-yo world. All right. The good old-fashioned G squared yo-yos, Albatross. Do we need to discuss it?
I mean, what? Give me your like rundown on the Albatross,
The Albatross,
your elevator pitch history of the Albatross.
2012 yo-yo of the year, 2012 new company of the year. It has to be S tier.
So, so I
What is the
remembered
name of
that
that thing?
happening, and before this, I was like trying to find some sort of list.
YoYoSkills.com. That's what it was. 2012 yo-yo of the year.
So it was from yoyoskills.com. I was
Yeah.
trying to find a listing of who was the winner of like new company of the year for like a bunch of years past to try and like pull their first models and
Mhm.
discuss it. Um, I was like Googling new yo-yo company of the year award winner, and the only thing I kept finding was Trick Innovator of the Year.
Like that's
Not
like the only
models.
like national, and I don't even know if they still do it, National Yo-Yo League thing.
Yeah,
They did used to do the new company of the year, the best yo-yo of the year, and it's all fan vote. So clearly,
clear.
um, S tier.
And it spawned the G2
If the
legacy.
Albatross didn't happen, we would not be here ranking, making a tier list.
That's true. And
So
then, it spawned the titanium version, inspired the decade, colorway is goated. Favorite G
this is
squared
this see
yo-yo?
this is not going to be like we're going to mix this up for the thumbnail, okay? It's just so people click. Um,
Yeah.
favorite G squared yo-yo. If you
Well,
say anything other than AL7 Herdsman, you're not a good
yeah, I
sponsored
mean, I
player.
feel like I can't say that because it's too obvious. But
I,
AL7 Herdsman or the Banshee TIBR,
man, I was going to do the TISS. I love both of those yo-yos.
I'm trying to get my hands on a TISS. They're hard to come
It's
by these days.
it's yes. Like once they found a home, they found a home. I mean, they're also expensive, so they're a little harder to move. But can you hear my daughter in the background? Shaking
No.
things. No? Nice. Um, yeah, I was gonna say the TISS. I love the Banshee T52, um, AL7 Arbiter X SS.
Yeah, that one's good.
Um, if I'm gonna pick my favorite, I think I might go with the Titanium SS Banshee.
That's fair. I mean, when I got my brass ring one, I didn't throw another yo-yo for like 3 months.
I don't even know why. Like the specs alone don't do it. And I always tell people don't judge a yo-yo by its specs, but once you get it, the feeling on the string, in the hand, the look, it's
It looks classy.
just yes. What would what
What's
would what should
next?
be the next TISS I do?
The AL7 Herdsman.
Like the
Yeah.
Arbiter is like the next one in line that like from like a legacy standpoint it could have it. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I also thought about doing like an organic. What
Arbiter X would be good. Arbiter XT52 would be a really good yo-yo.
to widen it out.
Yeah, and slap those titanium rings on it.
Yeah, and the titanium rings help make it comfortable, but we should stick to our tier list here. We're gonna go down a whole we could do a
Yeah,
whole
rabbit hole. You're
brainstorm
getting me
session on what
distracted.
titanium SS I should do.
Caribou Lodge Peak.
Um S tier.
Yeah,
I
fair. I
mean,
don't.
at this point, so 2006, 20 years later, that is still the
That's when the
most
Peak came
known
out, is
yo-yo.
'06.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
I
dude.
think '06. Could even have been '08, but darn it, Philip.
Fact check it.
But
Yeah, I
for it
mean,
still to be the number one known yo-yo of your brand, there was special, you know what I mean? Just special.
yeah, and for Caribou Lodge to still be like a top,
2006.
yeah, so 20 years on.
Yeah, Caribou Lodge is like I don't know, they're in a weird spot in my brain, right? They're like a small, like a boutique feeling yo-yo factory. Yay, nay.
Yeah, mhm,
Almost kind of like Duncan, I think, went through this for a little bit too, where they had kept the same team for so long and then they just became like legends.
mhm,
And that's kind of where Caribou Lodge is. Like a lot of their players are just like legends from the early 2010s.
yeah. Well, they also have some young people on the team that are like up and comers.
But as far as a brand overall, like to me, they just feel like like a smaller, almost like I don't know. It's like a small corporate brand. Like um, Starbucks is your yo-yo factory. Do you have human beans by you?
No, I never heard of that.
So this is like a smaller, but it's still like a franchise coffee shop. Um, so that's kind of how they feel in my mind at this point. I don't know. Favorite Caribou Lodge?
So it's either the original Avalanche or the Tundra.
I'm going original Avalanche, so you can take the Tundra.
Tundra was good, dude. That collab with Jeff Pang
Yeah, I don't know
got
if you can do collabs.
so then original
OG, like the
Avalanche.
original, that other goofy plastic Yeti is up there too. Not the actual plastic Yeti, but like the fiberglass Yeti.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I have a purple one.
I have a Yeti too.
Nope, not the same scale.
No, I know. Um, OG Avalanche. I liked the Arctic Circle too a lot when I had one back in the day.
I like the original. I never
I never
played.
had an original, so I can't speak on it, but good times back in the day.
Last but not least, the One Drop Project. Go ahead, put it up there.
Where?
S tier.
Because it spawned one drop.
And it was also like like to me, it's better than like its predecessor. And like I was still like the project to this day.
What do you mean better than its predecessor?
It's
There
better
is
than
no
the project
predecessor.
2. It's better than the Y Factor. It's better than the Markmon. It's better than Markmon X.
Oh, it's better than its successors.
Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. I'm dyslexic in
I
that too.
pre and post. Don't. Um, yeah, I never tried one, but in
David
terms
and
of
Sean should be on the Walk the Dog cast, and we should talk to them about how they switched from whatever they were machining prior into yo-yos.
yeah, and about those little stash cans.
So was like, yeah, but were they making like was stash cans like part of what they were making in their other brand?
I have no idea.
That's all they were making at that point? I don't know. Just grinders?
Yeah, I have no idea. No, one drop's a crazy brand with a lot of history,
Goated
um,
brand.
a lot of lore. And they had that shop cam. I don't know if they still do, where it was just like 24/7 live stream of their
Yeah,
like
yeah.
manufacturing
And I would
space.
watch my order get packed, and that inspires me to test yo-yos live. I do the HQ cam to when I'm testing yo-yos and assembling yo-yos.
I'm getting a work call
All right. Well done. That's the tier list. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks, Phil. Good
later.
job, One Drop.